welcome to the Port Angeles Fine Arts Center. My name is Lauren Bailey and I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator, and I'm joined here this morning by Jenny Houston, who's the owner of Poser Yoga in Port Angeles. And we're going to chat a bit today about business sponsorship and exhibition sponsors by businesses. And Jenny, Poser Yoga sponsored Mothers and Makers exhibition last year. And so we're going to talk a bit about that and her experience. So the first question I have for you is, as the owner of a yoga studio and your connection to the Fine Arts Center, what connections do you value between art, healing, and movement?
Well, I think what I value the most between art and healing and movement is that there's expression is involved. In order to create a piece of artwork, there's a vulnerability and there's like an expression of self.
Yeah.
And that's the same for movement. If you allow yourself to be like uninhibited and you move, there's that expression as well. It gives me tingles when I talk about it, because that's where the healing comes in. Is like when you can be expressive and you can share who you are, then there's that connection also. So I think with the arts and with movement, and yoga specifically with what I do, there's that place where you can kind of put yourself out there for others to see you. And as other people see you, then there's that healing of just seeing each other and seeing ourselves in each other.
Absolutely.
And because I think, we can do internal work, but I think really the benefits come when we can be out in the world and be expressing and connecting with each other. And especially, when the climate changes, the social climate, being able to adapt and being able to share what we're going through kind of helps with that too. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
That's beautiful. Well, thank you for sharing that. So what led you to sponsor a Port Angeles Fine Arts Center exhibition?
So I was actually invited to sponsor.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you for saying yes.
Yeah. Well, it was Mothers and Makers, and I was approached because I am a mother and I have my own business, and I just loved that within our community I was seen for that. And I was invited, being a mom and being a busy business owner, and would I like to participate in the exhibition? And I said, yes, of course, I'd love to be seen in that way.
Good. Well, we are so glad that you said yes and were a part of that exhibition. That is a beautiful crossover.
Yeah, I think also being invited too kind of helped bring me into the community, whereas opposed to I don't always interact with this community. So being invited to come in gave me an extra reason to say yes and to be exposed to the exhibition itself. So
Awesome. Thank you. So the last question we have is, just tell us a little bit about what benefits you received from being a business sponsor at the Port Angeles Fine Arts Center.
Well, the biggest benefit was just being able to interact with a community that I don't normally get to be exposed to, and be able to share what I love. So the way that we participated as a sponsor was we did a couple of yoga classes here at the facility, and they were free to the community. So I got to do what I love to do, and I got to meet new people, and I got to share with them what I do. So the connection of the arts and the healing was working, and we were in this beautiful space, which was also wonderful, and some of my regular students joined also, so it brought them into the space.
Great.
So it just gave us a different kind of connection, and different people to meet and different people to share what we love to do, and hopefully let more people be aware of what we do and that we're around and that we're here. So I think that was the biggest benefit, and anytime I get to share yoga with anybody, especially people who've never done it before, that's when it's most exciting, because who knows, once you have your first class, you can't go back to not knowing.
Right.
So I love that
What
moment.
you've learned.
Yeah, it's like and I may never know, the impact of sharing that with someone unless they come back to me, but who knows what was unlocked and where they go from there.
That's beautiful.
So yeah.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for sharing and for being a part of the Art Center and joining our community as both an exhibition sponsor and a neighbor. We're excited to build these new connections, so thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.